Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So this is part 2. Now that you know the nitty-gritty of the organization part, let's get to the try on. So this is what I wore in real life. Like, yes, we can prep and plan and do all of that we can, but at the end of the day, the weather will change. Sometimes you cancel a reservation. You end up not going to where you thought you were gonna go on what day. So this is what I actually wore, okay? And if you haven't yet, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every week. I work full-time in fashion, and I would just love to see the support. Share me with your friends, whatever you want to do, right? Like, I don't want to force it, but like, hey, if you enjoy my content, let the people know. You know what I mean? But I'm so happy you're here. Okay, moving on. This is my little cheat sheet. So my first night, I landed at like 9:30, but I knew that, first of all, that's like 1 o'clock in New York land. So I was like, I'm gonna wanna go get dinner or get drinks or something, and I only had so many nights and days in London that I really wanted to cram every single possible thing into one day. So we still went and got drinks. So as soon as I touched down, I was like, okay, boom, boom, boom. I went for a light wash jean, which is this. Obviously, I wanted a very cool, casual like vibe, so I threw on a little bit of a baggy t-shirt. Like, this is the staple item, right? You can dress this up, you can dress this down. It's all about getting the basics, really. So I had just done my DIY of this jacket, which there's a video on this if you also want to DIY. Maybe you're bored over the holidays or something. It's actually quite easy. And then I honestly kind of want to add more stones to it, maybe over the holidays for me. And then I threw on these little heels, which I explained in my previous video that I wore these ones because they had the straps in the front and a block heel, so I knew they would be able to travel better than more of like my kitten heel ones, and that I would be comfortable to walk long distances, which is good because we walked from the hotel in Soho over to like the Covenant Hotel, which was so gorgeous. And I don't know if I said this already, but I have a shopping video where I went thrifting and shopping and did a haul on everything I bought in London and Paris, and then I had a whole video on where I went, and I tried to show my outfits, but it just wasn't as easy to showcase because of like with the whole like gotta go on to the next. So anyway, this is more straight to the point, if you will. But I wore this, super cute. And for my bag, I made sure it had a zip because we are in Europe, so safety first. And this is how I ended up at the Red Room in this little outfit. I thought it was really cute and trendy, but super chill, classic, not uncomfortable, not tight, nothing like that. So I have all of these outfits linked on my Like to Know It. 2 exact jeans are on there, exact shoes, and then everything else is more of similar stuff. Like this bag I cannot link, so this is actually Parisa Wang, like hello Paris, and those things you'll have to either ask me in the comments, I'll let you know. Like I always remember where everything is, so if there's something specific you want to know where it is from, let me know. If it's not on my Like to Know It, then I will answer. Okay, so first night's outfit, kind of sick, right? So we wake up, we want coffee, we want to walk around. I wanted a photo with a telephone freaking booth. More than life, you guys. And I didn't need to make it dramatic, but I did. So we ended up walking to this really cute coffee shop, and this is what I wore. My outfit inspo was so cute. I wanted to wear the red, you know, really London it up. So that's what I did. And this is the day that I had the tank top on. And I love this tank top because it's a high enough neck that you can see it peeping out. Some of my other crew necks are too low that you can't see, like, you know, the little sliver that makes the outfit, makes it trendy, right? So I had my little red pop, and then I knew we were walking, but not from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. or something. So I went for my mules, which I wear when I walk to work every day, to and from throughout the day. I'm a fashion designer, so we're on our feet, we're up, we're shopping, we're gathering, we are poking and prodding product all day long. So I knew I would like these mules. I think it's very important to make sure that whatever you wear is comfortable, okay? We don't need to stunt on anyone for more than 3 to 4 hours. So boom. And then I wore my little trench coat. It actually was not that cold. The time frame that we went was October 6th through 11th, I believe. Longer than that. 14th? I'll tell you the exact dates. But the trench coat, you guys, was my #1 wear. I think that I probably could have gone with another jacket, but really, who cares? I wore it every single day, I think, at least, and it ended up being a closet staple for all 3 of us. We all had trench coats, and we just really wore the crap out of them, okay? So this was my walking around touristy morning. And for my bag, I went with the shoulder bag because I knew, again, it wasn't going to be all day long, all day. I think it was like 2 hours we walked around. So then we went down by like the Soho area near our hotel. We went up to Liberty and we went shopping a little bit and did some cute stuff. So this is what I ended up wearing, and it was super close to the inspo and it was so nice. Had I had another day in Paris or something, I think I would have re-wore the exact outfit, maybe changed up a little bit, but such an easy outfit that I even wear to work all the time. So yeah, outfit number 2. I changed so much this day in London because our hotel was really close and we wanted to like dress up, dress down, and like we could not wear this all night and day in London, but we had to go get tea. So this is what I wore for tea. I had on my long sleeve little t-shirt. You gotta have those staple items. This mini skirt, tights, and boots. So this was one of my favorite outfits and such a good time. I got this sweater from work, but it's a Massimo Dutti. It's a really great brand. It's like not too unaffordable, but it's priced up there. Everything else was thrifted. And then my shoes are Schutz boots. And then I had to wear my bow because obviously I did wear my bow, right? Oh, I didn't wear my bow. Did I? I did. I think. Pretty sure I did. So let me just stick that right on in there. Label. I love this bow. This bow's from Anthropologie. Old. And lastly, same bag, different day. So super cute again. Just like a really fun, easy outfit. Boom, buddy boom, boom, buddy doo. Off to tea. Okay, picture this, same day still, but I had to get my London content in one day. So this was my Thrift with Me outfit. If you haven't seen that, again, check out all my content, okay? We wore the shoes. It was time to break out the tennis shoes. I did not take my tights off, so just ignore. I simply was not gonna do that and then put them back on, but I wanted to do it in chronological order to really set the scene. So I had purchased this England baby tee at Brandy Melville. My sister likes it there. I really had not gone in a long time. So we went in and I got pajama pants and a little baby tee. I felt like it was a right moment to wear it. I wanted to wear a t-shirt. Super cute, right? Whatever. There's nothing like it online. I've looked. Okay, so I wore this. I believe I claw clip. Bring hair accessories. And then we broke out the tan sweater. I knew I needed to bring my obviously lady jacket sweater that I was obsessed with, and then some kind of easy sweater I could dress up and down. So I landed on this Zara one that's a little more oversized, and I felt like it had just like a clean look and could either be worn with a skirt if needed or jeans. So that's what I went with, and I ended up going ba-doom, ba-doom, little rappity rap. At this point in the night, it felt like night. It was not the night. 3:35, like I think 4 o'clock. And then we broke out the handy dandy tourism outfit. This is when we went to Notting Hill and I was supposed to do my Thrift with Me up and down those streets, and they all closed at 5, and online it said 8, but I think it was the time difference, or I don't know. When I was in New York it said 8, and maybe that's wrong, but at the time it said that and then it wasn't that. So long story short, stores close early. Keep that in mind. But this is what I wore on that pretty little rainbow street. And another little tidbit that's a fun fact is me and my sister both have been to Charleston, partially to see the gorgeous, like colorful buildings. Notting Hill has way more to offer you than Charleston. I know it's probably further for most like Americans. Worth it. London is so much better than Charleston. I mean, duh, saying that out loud seems silly, but just for the sheer fact of like the number of colorful buildings. There were not that many in Charleston. They're very broken up. Anyway. So this is my outfit for thrifting, shopping, and eventually dinner, but not. Okay, so yeah, a more casual shopping tourism fit. Super comfy. Moving on, that night, it was such an exhausting evening. We decided to stay at the hotel because I wanted to go up to the rooftop and go to the bar, get a little dinner, and check it out. And I had in my head like to wear this jacquard, which I guess I didn't even put on my list because I kind of forgot, I never wore it. But this jacquard skirt, and after a day of shooting, filming, taking photos, jet lag, I was like, I'm over it. And you know who has regrets? Me. I did not look picture ready, and I regret it because it was such a cute vibe at the Broadwick Soho Hotel. Upstairs, such a good like such a good vibe. So check it out, whatever. Anyway, this is what I wore. This same sweater again. I put on my little belt and my little jeans from earlier in the day. Same shoes. So a lot of these clothes are very easy to mix and match. Closet staples are key, like I was saying. And this is one of my favorite outfits. I've actually worn it a couple times to work. I don't know why. It's just like the proportion of my little lady jacket to my jeans. So cutesy patootsy, and I just love a little belt addition. I just feel very Morgan Stewart, which you know I'm obsessed with her. I have a video recreating her stuff. Literally obsessed with this look. Very easy and chic. No pics to prove it. I think I wore this to dinner a couple times. On to my travel day. So this is the day we finally, my mom and I went out and took photos throughout London. I got my telephone photo. It was perfect and everything I could imagine and more. I put the exact picture spot on my vlog, so check it out. And it's stunning. So I'm very proud of my photo. But I wore my little baby tee. This one's like a little ribbed white one. Easy peasy. And then I am really into layering this on top of a little baby tee. It reminds me of Rachel Green. I don't know. I'm just like into it for some reason. I thrifted this from J. Crew. And then it was a traveling day, so I wore my coat. It was also raining this day, which I was like, okay, rude. But it was okay. We put it on. It was fine. Did I wear a hat this day? No hat. Got it. Trench coat, umbrella, and a dream. That's what it was. So I really try to wear layers when I travel because sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're not, and I feel like there's lack of air conditioning in European countries, so that's where that came from. That was it. Umbrella. Boom. Took a picture, walked around the Big Ben, did a little frolicking, and then headed to Paris. A frickin' moment for this outfit. Let me tell you something. I was really stalking Maj Sandro on Poshmark because, you know, that's my fun free pastime. And this skirt came up and I was like, I don't really know if I need to spend $60 on a skirt like that. La 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 la. Well, I did, I think. I don't remember how much I actually spent. Probably around there. But I decided I really needed it because I found out it was like a little short, which so comfortable, so stinking cute. So for my first night, when I wanted to see the Tower Sparkle, I knew I wanted to wear this versus on Versailles Day because one, I'll be wearing that all day, and two, it was gonna rain all day, all night, and it was gonna start raining after this first night in Paris, the whole trip. So I was like, I gotta get my good outfit out there, you know what I mean? I am sort of losing steam if you can't tell. It's lunchtime, but I'm gonna push through so I can edit during lunch. Okay, you don't need to know that, you don't care. But this was another bow day. I thought about doing the heel because I'd only worn the heel once, but I knew the boots would be comfortable and it was also raining this day, so I didn't want to slip. And it was just like a little sprinkle rain. It was nothing like, oh God, we can't leave the house, you know? But it did cause us to be an hour late to our reservation. It's fine. They still let us sit down. I think because so many people probably canceled from the rain. I don't know. Long story short, it all worked out in our favor. We had umbrellas, we had good vibes, and this is what I wore. Love this little leather jacket. I got it at this place called Junk or something in Florida. Dump truck. I don't remember. There's a video on it. My sister has since moved from Florida, but when we went to see her, we went there and we did a number on their items. So I thought this was so great for Paris. I'm obsessed with my little Maj. Look at the little plaid up close. I mean, excuse me. I'm just the most adorable thing. So cute. And then my Parisa Wang bag, obviously. And I just like had the best night. This was my favorite night of the whole trip. It was like very much time. We finally got to hang out. The day prior was like so go, go, go that we just relaxed, had dinner, laughed, had champagne, giggled, saw the Eiffel Tower. I just felt really at peace this night. And this is the vibe. Love. Moment of silence for this day. It was Versailles Day and I woke up like literally kicking and screaming. I had, first of all, the cold had come, full send. I had kind of been snuffly the day before, full send. I don't know if it was the champagne, the fact that it was 6:30 in the morning, which was like way off my schedules or what, but we were gonna go to Versailles and I had already been there when I studied abroad, and my mom and my sister were like, well, we can't change it, so we have to go. And I was like, it's gonna be raining through all the gardens and it's gonna be so frustrating. You guys don't understand. But we bundled up and we went because it was non-refundable. This is what I wore to keep warm. I went with the black jeans, which I had not worn the entire trip for some reason. I like was waiting to wear them really in Paris, so I was kind of like FML, because after this day they were non-wearable due to the fact that my full body was soaked to the brim. I think that the sweater never got soaked in the t-shirt, but the jeans and the shoes were insane. So this is what I wore: long sleeve this, jeans, boom, and I wore a tall sock, and then of course the trench coat. I don't think I wore a hat, but it was not the Versailles day I had anticipated. It was not my backup outfit where I had my pretty white button down. It was this right here. And honestly, if you find yourself in a very similar situation, I will say that it was kind of worth it. I'm glad we went, because had we not gone at all, I would have been sad, but it would have been way nicer if it was not pouring on us. But it was also a story we will never forget, and it was fun. So, you know, you gotta pick your poison with that one, but this was the outfit. Boom, boom. Not really giving, not really not giving, but like, does it really go? Practical doesn't fully go, you know? Moving on. Not my favorite outfit day. This day ended up being a day of marathons. This is when my full cold was at peak, and the day we had to walk around and do the most. I mean, I'm sure walking around in the cold did not help with the circumstances, but they were there either way. I ended up getting my mom and sister sick, who then got their, you know, significant others sick. So I wasn't making it up. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Whatever. So I actually wore this bodysuit, which I forgot until like right this moment, and it ended up being way too hot. I think I was really, what's the word? I was really scarred by the previous day being like chilly, cold, trapped outside. We ended up walking around with umbrellas all day from the hotel that were like big and expansive. Did not rain even barely a drop. So it was quite hilarious, honestly. I really layered it on that day, but I would suggest a t-shirt would be fine. Also, I had no idea when I took this from like our work sample sale that this was 3/4, and the way I hated the feeling of this bodysuit, it has got to go, because I can't with that. Like, it's so uncomfortable for me. But I mostly wore this. In the morning it was pretty chilly, but throughout the day, you know, walking around, it got a little bit warm. Inside the Louvre, so warm, but we layered for that reason. So we started off in this outfit, and we got croissants around our hotel, and then we walked down to the Eiffel Tower. We went to the Louvre, and we went to the Tuileries. So it was a photo op day, and it's one of those things where if we had a hotel mid-stop, I would have definitely wanted to go home and change, but that just was not the case. With our hotel in Paris, we were outside of all the tourist things, which I don't regret at all, but like for the content, like I would have loved to have thought about packing like maybe a different sweater, or I don't know, like it sounds so silly, but I only had one outfit photo from this day. Pretty sick one though, I will admit. But this was like my super casual outfit. I did the baseball hat because honestly, I just didn't feel like doing my makeup super well, and like I knew it was gonna be sunny and then rainy and like whatever, so I wore the baseball hat. I feel like it's kind of a vibe. I don't know, maybe it's not very Parisian. It says New York City on it, so at least they knew what they were looking at when they saw me. But surprisingly, I was asked things in French quite a bit this day. Is it giving French? I don't know, but it's giving comfort is key, you know? So boom, tourist day. We are nearing the end of our trip. This was on Thursday night. We were leaving Saturday morning. So Thursday night outfit, we decided to go to Moulin Rouge. I gave it a little bit of a review in my last video, but overall moral of the story, I don't think I would waste your time on it. It was so late and like made us like lose an entire morning because we were so exhausted. But I wore this, so I went with, last minute, this little leather jacket versus my black one. I kind of tried on a couple, and I was just like, you know, this one is pretty cute. It has kind of that tan underlay, so this is what I ended up wearing. And then I actually, last minute, had thrown in my purple Coach bag. I don't know why, it just like, it laid super flat, and I thought maybe I would thrift something that really went with it or something. So I ended up wearing this. So overall, this outfit was a little bit slightly confused, but like not bad, whatever. It was just like there for the vibes. It was a fine outfit. I feel like after a certain point of content all day and night, you kind of like get over it, but then you get back and you're like, regret that you didn't try harder. I don't, it's like so silly, but I kind of was like, oh, I wish I would have tried harder for like a cool picture at Moulin Rouge. Like, we got the jacket and bag or something, but it was just not the time, not the vibe, and we ended up just getting more like tourist pics. So this one was fine. Definitely a dress kind of occasion. our last day in Paris. This was such a fun day, and honestly, had we all realized that we all didn't really care to go to the Louvre and we didn't really care to do some of the tourist things, I think we would have loved to have done another day of just frolicking. And now that maybe we've been to Versailles, if we go again, we'll have that extra day to fill. But this was like the best day, just actually feeling on vacation, not like running around. My outfit was made up on the spot that morning. So I ended up wearing this little button down and then throwing this sweater over my shoulders in case I got cold. But it honestly was like one of those days where it's just like a lot of, like, by the time you walk around, you go in and out of a store, like you're carrying a lot. I just didn't even want to bring my trench coat. I don't even know if I brought it or just carried it. I don't remember exactly, but I remember thinking I'm not gonna be freaking hot today, so I decided on this. And then at that time my jeans had luckily dried off, so it ended up good. And I got to wear my cheetahs because there was no rain. The sun had come out and we just got to like bop around the Marais area. It was so beautiful. There's a full video on that in the shopping one of that day. So this is the outfit and I really like this outfit. I should wear this again to work before it gets too freezing, although it's freezing right now, so never mind. Howdy doody. Alrighty Friday. I don't know what I'm saying. I really took this top from day to night. You know, the old Vogue clips they would do. This would be in it. So I put on these little shorts. I got these in high school and I noticed on the runways the shorts are back in. These are like not too short. I believe I cheated and rolled them to be short, which worked because obviously not taking this off. So they became more of that hot short vibe. Fun fact, pretty self-explanatory, but this is what I wore. And then tights again. I put tights on 3 times for this video. I get a round of applause just for that, right? And then I did the trench coat again. We had to like dry our trench coats for days because it still was wet, right? I don't know why I'm thinking that. I remember like getting to go on the plane and we were like, oh, our trench coats are wet. We had to air dry them. I don't know. It's all a little bit of a blur. Who would thought? It's only been a month. But I thought this outfit was sick. Sick. Boots down, will be wearing again. Maybe mix up the shirt, but this tight boot situation, so cute. These are actually navy, but I don't think it bothers me with the black shoes. So this is the last look, and then it was off to the airport the next day. Sad times thinking about that. I've lost my voice talking so much in these videos. I hope that you guys have liked it. We did it. I showed you everything that I wore while I was in Paris and London, and that was a lot of energy. I didn't realize how many outfits I had and how much I had to say. Out of breath. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like these more organizational breakdowns, things after trips. I do a lot of vlogs and I would love to showcase more about those. Obviously, thrifting never ends. I can't wait to show you everything I thrift over Christmas break. Subscribe if you haven't yet. New videos every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.